Hello, Wanderers of YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today I got a Detroit Hardpoint game for you guys. I know I promised you a 250 to 5 game, but this game is better. I did better in it, and plus the last one, 250 to 5 game was on Instinct, and that would be 3 Instinct games going up right in a row, and I really don't like that. Plus I like this game a ton better. I actually used a melee in this, so you'll be able to see a new weapon, because I know a lot of people don't like, use the melee. I'm actually using the Subverter version of it. It's professional, as you can see, and it's a 30-shot kill at any range, and it only lowers ammo in the magazine, so 3-shot kill at any range is amazing. So, today I wanted to talk about the Mw2 remake for next-gen consoles. The petition is at over 168,000 signatures. People want this. I touched upon this in our video, but it needs to be a main topic at this point. It is the big news that's going around. What I think is going to happen is, I agree. I seen a video from another YouTuber where he says he thinks it's going to come out by when the Infinity Ward year, because Infinity Ward, made that, and since they did such a bad thing with Ghost, that maybe it might be a redeemer. So I'm thinking Black Ops is coming up around the corner. Well, Black Ops 3 or World War 2, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to call it Black Ops 3. And that's right around the corner. It's coming up soon. I know people saying, hey, it's like all the way in November, but, time flies. Soon we're going to be getting trailers and teasers for this, and it's going to be going. It's a matter of time till this comes. So, I think that after that comes out, it's going to come out maybe, what month is it? March, maybe May? January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, about May. Possibly June of next year. That's when I think it's going to come out. I don't think it's going to be rushed out, because obviously they're going to have to fix some stuff. And I really think they should balance stuff. People will say they want the guns back in the original state, but I think they should really switch out one-man army with a different perk, and they should balance it up a little bit, because there's some unbalanced issues, as in noob tubes. So that is their main thing. They have to, revamp and port everything over and fix up the graphics. But I think that if they remake it at that time, Call of Duty Ghost 2, which I think it's going to be Call of Duty Ghost 2, or they might just go off it and they might have realized it was a flop and just deny it and not do it, which I think would be a good business move. I really feel like even though they failed, they should stick with their project, but personally, I'm the one saying that when I think I'm not going to buy Call of Duty Ghost 2, but I'm probably going to buy it, so I'll try it out. But the real thing is that if they come out with Modern Warfare 2, the remake, before that, it's going to, A, get a ton of buys, and possibly no one might buy Call of Duty Ghost 2, because they're all still playing Modern Warfare 2 and they like it, even though it's an old game. People still might be playing it, because I think a majority of those people who want it back, I think they're going to be playing it for a while, and I think it might be a years to come thing. So if they come out with it then, if they could still come out with Call of Duty Ghost 2, and if people don't like it or don't buy it, they're making all their money off of the new Modern Warfare 2. So they're going to be using less resources because they want to make the full game, but they will have to dedicate some resources to it. So they can basically make a profit off of it that way. Or it could come out a year after that for Infinity Ward, so after Call of Duty Ghost 2, so they can still make their money off of the flop of Call of Duty Ghost and continue to go on for years to come Infinity Ward. But also, because everyone's going to buy in May, because when I said that it's probably going to be May or June, it's going to take up, what, after Infinity Ward is going to be Sledgehammer, so that's going to take up Sledgehammer's competition, which I think is probably the easier fan base to go after to get rid of, because you think there are people not playing Call of Duty Advanced Warfare because it's too sci-fi for them. if the people who say it's too sci-fi, they're not going to have a Call of Duty that year. My friend's not buying the next Sledgehammer game if it has exosuits. If the next Call of Duty has exosuits and all the Call of Duties to come have exosuits, he's done with Call of Duty. He doesn't like Call of Duty anymore with the exos. So Modern Warfare 2 Remake, he's going to really enjoy that, not having the exos and everything. So for all the people who don't like the exos, they'll have a game that year, plus some people who can only get one, because there are some people who don't get everything that they want, and they can only choose one game. Modern Warfare 2, they could choose Modern Warfare 2. They played the game, it's reliable. Now some of them may want a new game, but others may say, hey, it's reliable, we should buy this, and it's really going to take up some Sledgehammer sales, which will get Infinity Ward more money, and Activision's not going to care when they come out with it, because Activision's, if they don't buy Sledgehammers and they buy Modern Warfare 2, Activision's still getting their money, so it comes full circle. The only one who will be screwed over there, in the case of Sledgehammer, if it comes out in 2 years, where I think it's really going to help Infinity Ward in 1 year, so it's really it's gonna benefit them if it comes out between 1 or 2 years from now. If it comes out in 3, and it's gonna take over the next Treyarch game after the Sledgehammer game, it's really not gonna do anything and not pump anything up. So this is really the time to strike next year or the year after. With that said, will I be buying it? Yes, I will buy it. I, as I said in the last video, I've really not played a lot of Modern Warfare 2 online. So, it's pretty much going to be a new experience for me. I'm going to enjoy it. My friends are going to enjoy it because I have a lot of friends who love it. I have, of course, my one friend who's quitting if there's no exosuit. So if this does come out, I can play with him more. I was on my 5 kill streak. So that is weird. And plus, they're bringing back the camos that I loved. What? Blue Tiger. Right? Yeah, it was Blue Tiger it was called. Love the camo. I actually like the Melee Subverter in like all the versions of Melee because some of the Melees have this type of camo on it right here, which kind of reminds me of like a Battlefield Naval camo. But it kind of reminds me of Blue Tiger in a little bit as well because it has that blue, and it just reminds me of the good old days of Modern Warfare 3. Obviously, some people say you really can't compare Modern Warfare 2 to Modern Warfare 3, and you can't at all. The games are two completely different. Like the AC-130, Modern Warfare 2, overpowered. Yes, overpowered is the correct word. I normally don't like to call things OP. Like when I'm talking with my friends, I sometimes will throw out the OP word on something that is not OP. I sometimes use the OP in vain. Look at my friend just camping that doorway. Sometimes you use OP in vain, and that's really not the way to use it. You gotta use it when the weapon is truly OP or thing, and the AC-130 was overpowered. I think the tactical nuke was overpowered because what you can be like in Domination. I forget what game were in there. I think Domination was in that. Sorry about my cough. But if you could be losing by hundreds of points, 100 and some points, but if that one person goes on a kill streak and just camps for the nuke and they get a nuke, you win. They won. It's undisputed. And even though one team had better teamwork, better coordination, they controlled the points. But that one person who could have, they could have ran into those flags and capped some flags themselves. But that person who is going to be the person using noob tubes and one-man army in the back of the map gets a nuke, well, they're going to win the game for their team by playing poorly, because I don't condone camping, even though I got 33 kill streak by camping on this. But that's really, I don't feel, is appropriate. Ending the game when your team was outskilled and outplayed, and they played the objective and you didn't, does not give you the right to win the game. I truly believe that it should not end the game, because that one person on the enemy team who gets lucky wins the game for their team, who was horrible, not playing the objective correctly. That's what I just believe. And I have supply drop opening here to end my video, and my, well, so-called rant. And I get the MK14 Eclipse only. That's garbage. YouTube, peace out, everybody.